From the stage to the sideline, and now the studio in his mind, which is really in his basement. It's time for Blevins Nation Podcast. All rock, all football, all the time. Life. It's what happens. Now, here's your host, Coach B.
Hi there, this is Steve Blaze from Lillian Axe, and you're listening to Blevins Nation Podcast.
What's up, Blevins Nation, and I hope everybody had a great week. It's now the weekend. We're into May, and this is my birthday month. May 19th, I will turn 48 years old. 48 years young. Anyway, thanks to Stevie Blaze for doing that shout out for me. And today we're talking with a very good, very old friend of mine by the name of Kyle Cunningham out of Brandon, Mississippi, now in L.A., playing in a band called Madlife. And you can check them out on Facebook at Madlife Music. Anyway, on with the show, baby. All right, this is episode number 16, Blevins Nation Podcast. We're talking with Kyle Cunningham. Kyle's out of Mississippi, where I'm from, actually Brandon. I was Pearl, he was Brandon, and it was a bit of we were a rival back then. And anyway, Kyle's now out in LA and working. He's been doing the band Madlife for a few years now, and they're growing strong. Over in Europe, they're awesome. Anyway, Kyle, how's it going, man?
It's good. It's crazy. It's a blast from the past. It's like I haven't talked to that many people back home from Mississippi, and it's rare that I can't remember the last time I was there actually in Mississippi. I think I was maybe 7 years ago. I was on a tour and we played Jackson, and that was it. And I was just filling in for a drummer friend of mine. Oh, okay. And so it was really brief. And but when we passed by Brandon, I was like, oh my God, my hometown, like where I used to live. And so it's crazy, but I haven't been back there in so long. I'm sure it's completely changed.
Oh my God, it has. I just moved to Cincinnati 4 years ago, and
Cincinnati.
I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio. So,
okay.
Yeah, but it has. I hadn't been back home in 3 years. So.
Oh, gotcha. Are you a Cincinnati Reds guy now?
No. I'm coaching football. I'm just biased. I'm not really. I hate other sports.
You know what? When I moved to San Antonio, I became the biggest San Antonio Spurs fan. They took me to a basketball game there, and I had the time of my life. And now I'm a huge basketball fan now. I love it, and
That's
even
cool.
more than football. And I'll always be diehard Cowboys fan. I grew up being a Cowboys fan, and I still am to this day. It's like that the Saints. And
well,
so
I hate.
But
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I hate you because I'm a Bills fan, but no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I hear you.
Anyway, we won't talk about that shit, but
moving on.
Exactly, but yeah, man. Like I said, I'm up here coaching and doing this music stuff. Actually working with Daryl Arnold and Brian Jones. They have Dirty Outlaw Entertainment. I'm trying to help them book bands up here and then book bands from up here down there and stuff. And of course they actually just signed 12 Stones on exclusively, and they have
cool.
They have Stacey Blade's new band. Of course they got they're booking shows for Lily and bunch of bands, lots of Enough's Enough. They're gonna be working with them. So
right on.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Man, it's weird hearing these names because they're names I haven't heard before. Like when you said Daryl Arnold, it's like, wait, I know. And then I looked and was like, oh my God, like Charade. Like
exactly.
I remember, like, this is when I was a little kid, when we go to, what was the club in Jackson that they always
Town Creek.
Ah, thank you, yes.
Or WC Don's.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Are those places still around or no?
No, the creek has been gone for many years. WC Don's is gone. There's been tons of clubs here and there, Um, but where did you play when you played with that band? And you said about 7 years ago.
George Street Grocery.
George Street. Oh shit! Really? Okay, George Street Grocery.
Yeah.
George Street Grocery.
There was a band that
you had to load upstairs, right? You had to go upstairs.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Horrible load in, and it was funny because it was I was filling in for this band. My buddy Tommy Clefettis, he's Ozzy's drummer. He played on this band's record, and they were called Hillbilly Harold. And so he called me. He was just like, "Hey, their drummer just had to leave in the middle of their tour. Can you fly out?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so I did that, and then one of the stops was Jackson. So I saw
that's awesome.
One of my buddies, Kerry Dukes from high school, and my buddy Jeremy Bass and his wife. And so I just remember seeing them, but it was kind of like we played, and then we were off to the next town. So, that was the last time I was ever.
Jeremy Best, I know that name. I've heard that before, and I'm trying to think placing.
Yeah, he was one of my best friends growing up. We catch up every now and then. Like I think we do our yearly reunion catch up or text or phone call. Like, how you doing? He's got 2 kids that grow like weeds, and I live vicariously through all my friends with kids and stuff. I'm like, oh god, I can't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
Awesome. I found you the other night on Facebook. I was laying down, and for some reason I was just like, damn, Kyle Cunningham. I typed your name in, it popped up. And I was laying down trying to get my daughter to go to sleep. She's 9 and she just won't go to sleep for nothing. So, she said, "Who's that?" I said, "That's my friend Kyle." And I started showing her some video of you playing. And she said, "Oh my God, he's good."
Oh, nice.
So
good,
you got a 9-year-old fan, but she actually just turned 9 yesterday. So, but anyway.
Oh, nice.
So
that's good.
Yeah. So you Madlife. Tell me a little bit about them.
Okay, well, Madlife. This is when I've been in LA now for 8 years, and one of my buddies he was one of my best, but still is one of my best friends. Elias, but everybody calls him Bones, and he moved out here about 5 years before I did. And him and my old roommate John Younger moved out here to play with DJ Ashba. And after he left Beautiful Creatures, and this was before he got the Guns N' Roses gig and stuff. So they went out there and did his solo thing. And they were calling me constantly, like, "Just move out here, just come out." I'm like, "Man," I was like, "I don't know. It's expensive out there." It's like I like my rules. I'm accustomed to my way of living and of life out in San Antonio because I was doing real good with this cover band that we were doing, and we would just do the Texas circuit, and I would play 4 nights a week, and we'd travel all over Texas, and it was a good living. But after a while that just got old to me. It was Groundhog Day every day, and I was just like I wasn't happy anymore. So I moved out here, and Bones knew everybody. He was playing a band called Julian K, which is it's the guys from Orgy. It's Amir and Ryan's band. And so I came out here, and they were getting ready to do the Project Revolution tour with Linkin Park, and Julian K was also Chester's side project band called Dead by Sunrise. So my first days here, I was at their rehearsals, hanging out and all that kind of stuff, which was a trip. And so then Bones was introducing me to everybody here in LA, which was just great. And one of the guys,
that's what it takes.
The drummer for yeah, you have to know people out here. And so I got introduced to the drummer for Madlife, the guy who played before me, and he had gotten a gig. He's a drum tech to the stars, basically, and he's an amazing guy. And he got the NXS gig when they had that TV show where they were looking for a singer.
Oh, okay.
And so he was the drum tech for them, and so and after that show, they had, got the singer, well, we're going to be going on a year-long tour. So he was gone, and Madlife needed a drummer for a tour. I'm like, yeah. And I was only here for like a month, and then I went on the road with them for like the whole summer.
Wow.
And they were just tired of it because Todd, and they loved to death, and they're still tight friends. But he got the Def Leppard gig after that, and so he was looking for a talent. And so he's like, yeah, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. So I was like, yeah. So they asked me to be a permanent member, but I had just gotten into town, and I was like, well, I kind of still want to do the hired gun thing and kind of get my name around town. So I said, just call me when you need me for tours. And I hopped in like 5 different bands. I was just playing, get my name around and meeting everybody that I could. And so I stayed busy doing that. And the band, all the bands I was playing in, they would fizzle out kind of one by one. Madlife just always stuck around. They were kind of moving forward, slowly but surely, kind of thing. So I would do like a music video with them, or I'd do other tours. And then finally it just got to be like, I might as well just join, So yeah, after about a year, I just kind of decided to become like a permanent member. But they're cool enough to where I can be in all these other bands, because right now it's like 6 other bands, and so some of them are original bands, the other ones are cover bands. Like when I'm here in LA, I'll do the cover band thing, and it makes good money, and that's all I have to do, And then
that's awesome.
I'll do tours with whoever, and that kind of thing. And like I just went out with Jyrki from Helsinki, and so and we were only out for 2 weeks, but we're about to go back out again in September, but we're going to do like Germany, Finland, and Russia. And so, but yeah, but they're super cool people, and I mean, we're all family, so it's great. And I'm lucky and fortunate to be in a band that lets me do that. And, and when we go out, like Madlife went out to Europe with El Nino, and we did all the UK, we did Germany, Budapest, Italy, and it was amazing, and we were just spoiled out there because everyone out there in Europe, they love that industrial music, which is really what Madlife is. And but it's catchy stuff too, I mean, they're really, if you sat down and took away all the little, all the loop, all that kind of stuff, it's really a pop song, And but that's what we do, and we're good at it. So yeah, and we just kind of go out there and crush it best we can.
Yeah. Dadgummit, I got that hum again. I moved it, or I touched my phone. Damn thing.
Don't touch it.
Stop. Quit. Anyway, well, yeah, that's awesome, man. I saw that you were also doing, I don't know if you still are, at one time, a 9 Inch Nails tribute band.
Yeah, actually, we just played Saturday night. We did a gig out here at Palladino's and out here in the Valley, so it's fun. It's kind of like our fun little thing. Like everybody in that band, everyone plays in different bands, and so it was a fun thing and that we do. And 9 Inch Nails is my favorite band of all time. Like they're the top of the top for me. And so we a friend of ours kind of started it, and I kind of like, hey, you want to do this? And I was like, yeah. So, I mean, it's been going on for a couple of years, but we rarely play. It's like a couple of gigs a year, and that's about it. That's what you get from it. And so, but when we play, it's packed out, and it's a lot of fun. It's just a fun gig,
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Okay. But so you said you just released the album last year, Madlife?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And it's called Precision in the Face of Chaos, and it's on Spotify, iTunes, the normal stuff. And I love that. And it's my favorite one that we've done, and it's really badass. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's fun to play. It gives me a good little workout, that's for sure. So it's a lot of fun to play.
How about y'all have hard copies also?
For this one, we didn't, because there really hasn't been a need for it. We did all the previous albums. We have had hard copies, but we usually just sell them at the shows when we're on the road. and those sell great, but we just haven't had a need to do it this month. We just were like, okay, we did the regular merch and, shirts and beanies and all that kind of thing. But for this, it was just like, we'll just do it all online this time. And it's worked out great because the majority of people that buy it are overseas anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay. I get that. Okay. That's cool. When are y'all hitting the road again?
I don't know. I just kind of wait for management or the label to hit me up and be like, all right, these are dates we have. Can anyone do it? This kind of thing. So I don't know about this year just yet. So I'm just kind of waiting. All I know is about the Yerke stuff that I just did, and then so I'm just kind of rolling with that right now. And Yerke he's signed with Cleopatra Records, and then he also just signed out with Dez. You know who Dez is from like Cold Chamber and Devil's Driver?
I think so. I'm not positive.
Okay, well he's a singer, but he's got a management company, and so Yerke just signed on with him. And anyone that knows Dez he's all business, man. He's on top of it. But yeah, he was in Cold Chamber that was the band that kind of made him famous and everything. And we went on tour with them and Fear Factory not too long ago, which was amazing. But he does Devil Driver, which has been around for a few years as well. And just super cool guy. He's intense, but he's a good guy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Bands in Jackson. Who did you play with?
Not that many. It was like the band that I was in, and that was with Stacy, was Mystery. It's such a terrible name.
That's what I was trying to remember. If it was Mystery, or if it was Gypsy Free. I couldn't remember because I know Marshall played after you, but I knew that was Gypsy Free, but I wasn't sure if you were in Gypsy Free or not. So
I was not. No.
Okay.
Like I didn't play in that many bands when I was in Mississippi. It was kind of like when I left, because when I moved to Memphis, and that's when I like started getting into really playing out and all that kind of thing. So yeah, Mississippi was more. I don't know. It was just kind of garage bandy kind of stuff to me. We play out occasionally, but I don't even know. I really wasn't even in that band for that long, but it was fun. It was a good time. But yeah, I would say my real, like musically speaking and really getting out, playing a lot, really, really happened until after I left Mississippi.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not sure. How old are you?
I'm 46 now.
46. Okay, so you're 2 years young. Well, almost 2. I'll be 48 in May next month. But tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but next month. Anyway, so I was probably 18, 19, 20. So you were a couple years younger than me when you played that song for me in the studio.
That's crazy. And you got good memory because I was like, I don't remember.
Well, I just remember that's about how old I was. 18, 19, somewhere in that range. So that would have put you at 16, 17. Because you were still in high school. You were still in high school. I came by and picked you up at your house. Me and Stacy did. We went to the studio. The one room out in the middle of the damn woods over by the airport. Anyway, and
that's hilarious.
Dude, you laid down. You had never even heard that fucking song, I don't believe, until that day. And me and Stacy started playing it, and man, you wore the hell out of that. I mean, you kicked the shit out of it. It was awesome. Damn good job.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad.
But, it had double bass and all kind of shit in it. It was heavy as hell. Way different from the stuff I ended up writing. But, and I'm glad I lost it because now nobody can ever hear that shit and go, what the hell was that?
Right. I know.
And the title of the song was Nymphomaniac, so you know it was a piece of shit, But anyway. Oh, God.
That's awesome.
Oh, God. But anyway. Well, Kyle, man, it's been awesome. Glad to have you on the show. How can people check you out? I mean, was it Madlife Music on Facebook?
Yeah, you can go. Yeah, you can find that, and it's all one word, so it's Madlife, Madlife Music. Also, and just for me, if you want to look at me, I'm just I mainly stay on Instagram. I'm rarely on Facebook anymore. Like I'll do that thing on Instagram where it just automatically sends stuff to my Facebook. Yeah. And but it's just Kyle Cunningham Official, and that's the easiest way to find me on Instagram. And I just post about stuff like either when I'm playing, or I just kind of use social media as a tool for that, just where I'm playing and what I'm doing, that kind of deal.
Okay.
Yeah, I stay away from all the other crap as far as the politics and religion and all this kind of junk about and people fighting on Facebook. I'm like, nah, I'm not. I stay away from that. So, but yeah, that's the easiest way to find me. And and then that'll be it. But I'm always out playing or touring or doing something music related.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, stay on the line. I'll talk to you here in just a second. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up with Kyle Cunningham today with Madlife. Used to be with the band Mystery in Jackson. Anyway.
Thanks so much.
Hey, people need to know this stuff, So
they do.
Anyway, Kyle, we will definitely have to do it again. And good luck with everything. And shit, man, break a leg.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
All right.
All right. Well, that about does it for this week's episode number 17. I want to thank Kyle Cunningham from Madlife for coming on and talking a little bit with me. And you can check them out at Madlife Music on Facebook. I want to thank Chip for my promo. I want to thank Stevie Blaze from Lillian Axe for my shout-out promo, my ID tag. And I want to thank Dirty Outlaw Entertainment and greenmantishemp.com. Oh, yeah, don't forget to wish me a happy birthday. Send me all your money. I need it. And anyway, love you guys. Catch you next week. We're going to start doing some show reviews and some all sorts of different things coming up here in the near future. So stay tuned. Peace out.